In the burgeoning towns of colonial America, a spirit of change was awakening. The people, from farmers to merchants, lived under the distant rule of the British Crown. They shared stories of distant lands where people governed themselves. In the bustling markets and quiet fields, the dream of freedom was slowly taking root, watered by the hope of a future where every voice mattered and every tax was fair. As the air of discontent thickened, prominent figures emerged, giving voice to the colonists' grievances. George Washington, a respected Virginia planter and military officer, spoke of liberty and justice, his words resonating with deep sincerity. In Massachusetts, John Adams, a passionate and eloquent lawyer, argued fervently for the rights of the colonists, his speeches igniting the flames of change. They, along with other future founding fathers, began to form a vision of an independent and free nation, a vision that would soon captivate the hearts of many. On a cold December night in 1773, a pivotal event unfolded in Boston Harbor. In protest against the Tea Act, which imposed taxes without representation, a group of colonists, led by the Sons of Liberty, embarked on a daring mission. Disguised as Mohawk Indians, they boarded 3 British ships. Under the cloak of night, they worked swiftly, their hearts pounding with a mix of fear and excitement. Chest after chest of tea was hurled into the icy waters, a bold statement against tyranny. The Boston Tea Party, as it would later be known, became a defining moment of defiance, marking a point of no return in the struggle for American independence. April 18, 1775, marked a night of legendary courage. Paul Revere, a silversmith and a patriot, embarked on a perilous journey. His mission, to warn the colonists of the approaching British forces. Riding through the night, his message, "The British are coming," echoed through the streets of Lexington and Concord. Lanterns lit in the Old North Church signaled the British approach by sea. His daring ride rallied the Minutemen, local militia ready to fight at a minute's notice, setting the stage for the first clashes of the Revolutionary War. The dawn of April 19 broke with the shot heard round the world at Lexington and Concord. The Minutemen, though outnumbered, bravely faced the well-trained British redcoats. Smoke and musket fire filled the air as the battle raged, marking the beginning of a long, arduous struggle for independence. The courage shown here would be remembered throughout history as the embodiment of the American spirit, a spirit that refused to yield in the face of overwhelming odds. In the wake of these battles, the Second Continental Congress convened. Realizing the need for a unified force, they appointed George Washington as the commander-in-chief of the newly formed Continental Army. From diverse colonies, men heeded the call, joining ranks not as separate states but as a united front fighting for a common cause. George Washington, a figure of resolve and dignity, took on the monumental task with a deep sense of duty and a belief in the cause of liberty. July 4, 1776, became a day etched in history. In Philadelphia, the Declaration of Independence, drafted by Thomas Jefferson and debated by the Continental Congress, was adopted. This document boldly proclaimed the colony's right to self-governance and independence. It spoke of unalienable rights, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. The air buzzed with excitement and hope as the words were read aloud in town squares, igniting a sense of pride and purpose across the colonies. A new nation, the United States of America, was born on the ideals of freedom and equality. The winter of 1777 to 1778 at Valley Forge was a harsh test of endurance for the Continental Army. The biting cold, scarce supplies, and the weight of uncertainty tested the resolve of even the bravest soldiers. Amidst these trials, George Washington's leadership shone like a beacon of hope. He worked tirelessly to secure additional resources, train his troops, and maintain morale. The men, drawn together by shared suffering and purpose, emerged from this winter not just as an army but as a symbol of resilience and unity. Their faith, both in God and their cause, remained unshaken, setting a precedent for the enduring American spirit. The plight of the American colonists caught the attention of France, a longtime rival of Britain. In 1778, the French, inspired by the Americans' struggle for liberty, entered the war as allies. This alliance brought much-needed military support and resources. The French fleet under Admiral de Grasse, and soldiers led by the Marquis de Lafayette, added a new dimension to the war effort. Their involvement was a morale booster and a strategic advantage, shifting the balance of power and bringing the American dream of independence closer to reality. In the southern states, the war intensified. British forces, under leaders like General Cornwallis, sought to crush the rebellion. However, American generals such as Nathanael Greene and Daniel Morgan employed unconventional tactics, engaging in guerrilla warfare and winning crucial battles like Cowpens and Guilford Courthouse. These victories, though costly, showcased American ingenuity and bravery. The Southern Campaign became a testament to the unyielding spirit of the American soldiers, fighting for their homes and the ideals of their fledgling nation. The Siege of Yorktown in 1781 marked the climax of the Revolutionary War. American and French forces, in a display of remarkable coordination, trapped British General Cornwallis and his army on the Yorktown Peninsula. The siege, involving land battles and naval blockades, was a masterstroke of military strategy. Cornwallis, with no escape route and dwindling supplies, faced the inevitable. On October 19, 1781, he surrendered, effectively ending major combat operations. This decisive victory was a jubilant moment for the Americans, symbolizing the near end of their struggle for independence. The war officially ended with the signing of the Treaty of Paris in 1783. Representatives from the United States and Britain came together to negotiate the terms of peace. The treaty recognized the independence of the United States and set new boundaries for the nation. The news of the treaty spread like wildfire, igniting celebrations across the land. Bells rang, people danced in the streets, and tears of joy were shed. The sacrifices and struggles of the past years had culminated in the birth of a nation, free and sovereign, ready to embark on its journey as a new member of the global community. The end of the Revolutionary War marked a new beginning for America. The colonists, now citizens of the United States, faced the daunting task of building a nation from the ground up. Leaders like Thomas Jefferson, Alexander Hamilton, and James Madison set about crafting a constitution, a document that would lay the foundation for American governance and democracy. They debated and compromised, creating a system of checks and balances that would ensure the rights and freedoms for which they had fought so hard. The American experiment in democracy was an inspiration to the world, a testament to the power of unity and shared ideals. As we look back on the Revolutionary War, we remember not just a war, but a journey of a people towards freedom. It was a journey marked by courage, sacrifice, and an unwavering belief in the principles of liberty and justice. The legacy of this war is not only in the nation it birthed, but in the enduring ideals it championed. The story of the American Revolution is a reminder of the power of collective action, the importance of standing up for one's beliefs, and the enduring nature of the human spirit in the face of adversity. As our journey through the pivotal chapters of the Revolutionary War comes to an end, we find ourselves back in the present day, reflecting on the enduring legacy of those events. The courage, determination, and ideals that shaped a nation continue to inspire us today. We now step out of the museum, the stories and lessons of the past still resonating within us, reminding us that history is not just about events long gone, but a continuous thread that connects us all. Thank you for watching this video and visiting Noah's Nursery. If you like this type of content, consider subscribing and joining our growing community of friends. Your support helps bring more stories to life. Together, let's continue exploring and learning. Goodbye for now, friends.